My big mouth and me, we're going live. And who knows, we'll see if we get someone to chat with, someone to talk to. Lots of things to talk about. A lot of people want to comply. A lot of people don't want to comply. So there's plenty of things, I guess, that we'll talk about. A lot of things that people could do that they're not doing. A lot of things that are happening are very disgusting, and I think people need to find out. Uh, and it needs to be shared. I have a lot of my own opinions, I guess, based on my experience and education and wisdom that I've gained through my own research and what has been given to me freely by beautiful men and women on this planet. Um, has made me, I guess, who I am. I'm doing this because, this might be the only way I live on through video, through digital. One day when I'm dead, maybe my son will see this or something and go, you know what, Dad was okay. And the rest of the world will say the same. I'm just a normal Joe guy. I'm nobody special, and I don't want to be. If I'm known for anything, I hope I'm known for being honest and for being helping people and not being selfish, not being cruel or mean to anyone. I want to be known as a guy that respected people's human rights and respected, uh, morals and common law. Someone that was a decent human being. I don't want to be a person. I don't want to be a superstar, a actor, because it's all foolishness and it's all fake. I don't want to live in this world anymore of fiction. And it's hard. And I believe there's a lot of people out there like me that feel the way I do. They know internally inside that there's something wrong, and they know that they're not living the life they're supposed to. They know deep, deep, deep inside that they should be doing something for, especially for children that come after us. It's their hurt, and we're supposed to leave them a better one than we got when we came here. And that doesn't look that way, does it? Years and years of manipulation, mind control, television programming, telling you lies, being programmed through television and radio and newsprint, magazines, books, your favorite heroes, stars, whatever you want to call them, your favorite pastime, I don't know, whatever you do to pass the time, I guess. What I've noticed is that for most of my life, and I'm not going to talk about no one else, and if you can relate to this, this is kind of cool. I won't feel as alone. But I spent a lot of years reading Stephen King books and watching hockey games and wrestling and music, especially. And but I wasted a lot of time in a fictional genre that was not even reality. And looking back on that now, I'm less of a man than I could have been because of that, because I wasn't taught as a child to seek truth and knowledge continuously until you die. As human beings, from the day we're born, we're supposed to be learning, we're supposed to be seeking, and we're not supposed to stop. The whole concept of human life and a journey means that you must keep moving forward and things must change. We live stagnant lives all on the planet. Most people just go to work from 9 to 5. If you're in a big city somewhere, you spent most of your life in a cubicle, just like a lab rat, a little room like this, maybe as big as this little cabin I live in. Uh, you do the same thing over and over and over, and I want you to look out your window and see for all the people that came before you and all the hard work they put in. Are they all doing good in their senior years? Are they all doing great? Do you all own your houses? Do you own your cars? Are you not worrying about no bills at all because you're comfortable? You know, you're retired, and because in your retirement age, you're not supposed to have to worry about money or bills. You're supposed to have enough that you can do whatever you want. This is the time to enjoy your life. You've worked hard for all your life to get to this point where you can be free. And most people, they don't get free. You know, they're more free when they work, it seems. It's like they retire and they get forced to a fixed income because company pensions and government pensions, for some reason, they don't like each other. So if you got a pretty nice company pension, you ain't going to get your government pension, even though you paid into it, which doesn't make sense to me at all. If you pay into something, you should get back a portion, just like everybody else. If not, don't pay into it. You're a fool. So, but anyway, yeah, I looked around the country and worked in shelters and around homeless people, and through my 20 years or more around it, I've never seen anybody that's come out of it that's came out retired happy. Uh, my friend owns a 7-Eleven in Toronto, but you know, he's not going to retire happy. I don't even know if he's going to own a 7-Eleven anymore after this. Most people, if you have a small business right now, people are not talking about this, but the fact is, and you can look out there on the internet land and you can do some research and you'll find it really, really quick. 90% probably of all small businesses, which is the heart of our country and every nation, will not exist in a few months more if this keeps going. A lot have already gone. The government lies about, oh, we're going to take care of your rent for your businesses and all of that, was most of that was bullshit. Uh, because of their way they did it, there was lots of people that were left out, especially here in Canada. If you were on low, say, disabled or low income, like people on social services, CERB done nothing for you. You get to, I think if you're disabled, you get to apply for a $600 rebate. They'll send you $600 back. But Joe Blow that worked 10 hours or last year went to work for the very first time in his life and only needed to earn $5,000 on the books. And he's never worked before, never paid no taxes. He gets to get $500 a week to stay home. But the people, families, and single men and women, parents that have worked all their lives, but say for the last 2 or 3 years have been out of work, they get nothing. And I don't understand how people can think that makes sense. They're left out. If you did not make $5,000 on the books, you do not qualify for CERB. It doesn't matter if you're applying for whatever the programs are. Well, I think school is different because you're registered in school. But anyway, it's set up so that the biggest portion of the people that would need this help are not getting any of it. Uh, and it's always that way. And why I talk about this is because the government borrowed $40,000 on every birth certificate. So that means even the people that are on welfare, every one of them contributed $40,000 to the COVID emergency fund. People on disability, they all contributed $40,000. Every single member in your family, in your house right now, contributed $40,000. Even the baby in the crib, if that baby has a birth certificate, contributed $40,000. Now, are you and your family getting $40,000 in help? And I feel if I ain't getting any of it, I shouldn't have to pay any of it for your ass. Because you don't owe me nothing, I don't owe you nothing. Uh, I've never been one to believe the world owes me anything. What I am pissed off about is that they didn't teach all of us as children to be independent and reliant. on ourselves. We should have been, everyone, no matter who you are as a human, should know how to grow food, catch fish, clean fish, kill an animal for meat, gut it, clean it, catch a rabbit to slip, purify water. You should not need to have to work for a factory, a man, or anything else in this world for you to survive. You didn't live if you lived in a factory working all your life. You slaved. I've seen too many good men in this country that worked really, really hard and are really good men. And now, to look at what the government and the people have done here, how bankrupt we are, nothing is worth nothing, everybody's about to lose everything. That would mean that all those good men worked for nothing. And they did. They worked for debt. They were lied to. They were paid paper money. And anyone that's been paid paper money, you didn't make no money. You made debt because paper is not money. Never has been. It's called an administrative debt. All you're doing is transferring the loan from me to you, to me, to someone else. And at the end of the day, it goes down to your little baby boy or girl. As soon as you get the birth certificate, remember you borrow the money on the birth certificate, the bond, the name that you're not even smart enough to recognize, but you graduated from university, you graduated from college, you graduated from high school, but you're so smart, all they have to do is send you a piece of paper and write your name in write those letters in capital, and you can't tell the difference that that's not you. I get like that because that was me. I looked at that son of a bitch in birth certificate and those capital letters, and I didn't recognize, and I said, yes, that's me. And it got me in a lot of trouble. I had to pay fines. I had to spend time in jail for smoking pot. All these things that they're not bound to a human because only law is bound to humans. I was making out I was a character, a business, a fiction, and playing along the story. Basically, a Roman bullshit story from Rome. It's if it's true, I guess there's a couple of internment camps around the island from what we know. One is Northern Peninsula, one is down south. We'll probably all be moving there soon. And I wish you all the best. Everyone has a choice when it comes to the vaccine. I don't know what that choice is. I know in my heart that I know what mine is, and that's going to be either a bullet in my head or a vaccine in my arm. I'm not sure which way I'm going out yet. I'm not looking forward to the future if I'm going to be more enslaved than we already are. You will not own any in a few more months. When they come out with the universal living allowance, there will no more unemployment insurance. There'll be no welfare. There'll be no disability, no workman compensation. All of those things are going to disappear. You will get like in China. If you have a job, you will make a bit more than the national living allowance. Or if your job doesn't pay as much, you'll be substituted so everyone gets that. So there's nobody going hungry. And that's a beautiful thing. But it's not beautiful when you have to pay for your neighbor. Unless you want to. But not when you're forced. It's not the same. Me giving you something or asking you for a apple or a slice of bread and you giving it to me is right. But you believe that if the politician comes with a gun, uses fear, and says, give him the slice of bread, that's right. And then you run down the crook next door that comes and steals something from you. It makes you a fool. You can't say that Joe can rob you, but Tom can't. Okay? It doesn't work like that. You can't say it's okay for me to steal something from you and then tell someone else that it's not okay. Stealing is never okay, no matter which way it's done. You can't, even if it's called taxes and they have ink on paper to make it look all nice and respectful. And you go in, man comes up with a suit and everything. It still doesn't make it okay. No one has the right to take your property without your consent. No one. No one has the right to own you. No one has the right to govern your words. You're taught. I think about kids because there's a lot of kids, and it kills me. I'm going to be 50, and I'll tell you, the people in my generation, we were blessed. We had, and for us to leave the children today in a worse mess than what we had, or not have the same kind of freedoms that we had, that doesn't make us look really good, you know. I always said that I never wanted to be like the masses. You know, there was a guy in Taiwan, and he stood in front of a tank. Hundreds of millions of people live in that country, whatever, you know, and of all those hundreds of millions, one had the balls to stand in front of that fucking tank. I want to be him. I want to be that family in Germany that took the Jews and brought them into their home and hid them away and fed them and took care of them until the war was over so Hitler couldn't take them away and kill them. Even though knowing that the government might come and they might kill me and they might kill my son and they might kill my wife, my parents. I still want to take them in. I can't be that kind of human. And I don't know how to function in this world or have friends anymore or what to do. Or it's getting lonely. I decided to choose a path of human rights and morality because I was never moral. And damn sure didn't respect human rights either. I'm not a hero. I'm not the guy that was always great and honest and sincere. But I became a man of honesty, integrity. I became a man of morals. And it took a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice and a lot of help from a lot of good men and women. And I'm really grateful to be on this side of the fence. And really, really grateful. And I owe everything to them. God kept me here. I don't know why. I should have been dead years ago, but He did. He kept me here. And I think He kept me here to make a difference. And I gotta go. I'll be back in the future. Namaste.